Name of the song is Same Drugs. I'm thinking it's gonna be, him talking hard about, some drugs and stuff like that, and naming all
But
these
maybe
different
drugs can mean more than just drugs. Maybe drugs could be like what they were addicted to or what they found pleasure in.
I think it's a nice song.
I'm really enjoying listening to it.
Me too.
I wrote Same Drugs in Atlanta, Georgia, 2013, maybe a couple weeks after Acid Rap came out. I rented a house down in Atlanta and was working on new music already for what was going to be my next project. And there was this old piano in the house that was out of tune, and I was just playing these chords over and over again, and just
we don't do the same drugs no more. We don't do the same drugs no more. Cause she don't do the same drugs no more. We don't do the same drugs no more.
The response to Same Drugs is always somehow surprising to me. Even though I've seen it happen a million times, those first couple chords play, and every time, no matter how big or small the room is, the room erupts. I think the song means so much to different people in different ways, but it still always comes back to that center of a reality that we all accept, which is that, over time things change and we have to grow. In my real life, I had a situation where a girl that I was in love with forever, and used to live wild and crazy and young with, she grew up faster than me, and I really resonated with that at the time, because I ran into Shorty and she was just like, oh yeah, I don't do that anymore. We didn't, do the same things anymore. We didn't do the same drugs anymore.
When did you change? When do you age? I thought you never grew. Window closed. Wendy got old. I was too late. A shadow of what I once was. Cause we don't do the same drugs no more. We don't do the same drugs no more. Cause she don't laugh the same way no more. We don't do the same.
So Lady Dame, that's the puppet that I duet with. She was like a representation of that love and of that love loss and of just like my childhood. Eryn and Kane did incredible. I actually had her come back in the studio and re-record specifically for the tour and for the music video so that it could be more of a duet. Because those lines, they work interchangeably. They work as like a confession to one person, but they also work as like, a conversation between two people.
Where did you go? Why did you stay? Say, you must have lost your marbles. You always were so forgetful. In a hurry. Don't wait up. I was too late. A shadow of what I once was. Cause we don't do what we said we're gonna. You were always perfect, and I was only practice. Don't you miss the days? Stranger, don't you miss the days? Don't you miss the danger? We don't do the same drugs no more. We don't do the same. Do the same drugs no more. She don't laugh the same way no more. We don't do the same.
Wendy, I was actually wondering if we could.
I gotta go.
You don't gotta go nowhere, girl.
Bye.
I was gonna ask you if we should maybe one day. Not again. You do this every time.
Don't Forget the Happy Thoughts was kind of the mantra of making this whole project. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of pressure for me to do something that was bigger and better and more expansive than acid rap, but also something that explored my faith, that explored, you know what I'm saying, what it had been like working in the industry in that time. And I didn't want it to be all melancholic. Like, I wanted it to be full of the joy that gave me the resilience to make the project. And so when I think of, 10 years of Coloring Book, I think about how young and poised I was going into rooms and going into spaces and being willing and unafraid to present my full self. Like, that's what Don't Forget the Happy Thoughts means to me now. And I think even when I was making the song, it's like, don't forget who you are. Don't forget that you are able to fly.
Don't forget the happy thoughts. All you need is happy thoughts. The past tense, past bedtime. Way back when everything we read was real and everything we said rhymed. Wide-eyed kids being kids. What did you do to your hair? Where did you go to end up? Right back here. When did you start to forget?
That was a nice song. And it just, I knew this song was going to, I had a feeling it was going to throw me, but not like this. Yeah, that was
The fact that this song came from my fingers and just humming and just sitting at a piano, like, it's proof to me that my ideas matter and that they can resonate with people all over the world of different talents and practices and backgrounds. And also that, like, it's possible for anybody, that we all get the same, 8 notes and notes in between, and it's on us to, like, put emotion and words into it. That's what stuck with me over all the years. It's like, the melody is beautiful. We did great videos with it. It became an international song, but the words and emotions and the truth behind the two of those things is, I think, what made it stand the test of time.
Stranger, don't you miss the day? Don't you miss the danger? Don't do the same drugs no more. We don't do the same drugs. Do the same drugs no more. She don't. The same way, no. Not the same way, no. We don't do the same drugs. Do the same drugs no more. We don't do the same drugs. 'Cause we don't do the same drugs no more. We don't do the same. It's not the same anymore. She don't laugh the same way no more. We don't do the same drugs. Do the same drugs no more. Where did you go? Why would you stay? You must have lost your marbles. You always were so forgetful. In a hurry, don't wait up. I was too late. A shadow of